Did you know that? Did you know I was the face of Walgreens? Not a lot of people knew that. They didn't know. I practically own Walgreens. No, I'm just kidding. I quit that job. That was probably the least favorite job I ever had, was working at Walgreens. That job kind of sucked. Every time I go in Walgreens, I gotta tell the employee that, hey, I worked here for like 2 weeks and I hated it. And they're like, okay, we don't really care. Why are you telling us that? I don't know. It feels like something that I needed to say. But yeah, you see this nice little bridge here? Anybody want to guess where this is? All right, spoiler alert. It's not Cleveland. This is not my city. Well, what city is this? You really want to know? All right. This is in Melbourne, Australia. If anybody was wondering. I'm thinking I might take a trip out to Australia. You know, I might need to relocate. Did you know that Australia is 10,000 miles away from where I live? The flight is 21 hours. The ticket is $1,000. One of these days. All right. Anyways, I guess we should work on some music or something, man. Let's do something productive. As you can see, I took all the video games off my desktop. So don't be asking me to play no Street Fighter, okay? Because I ain't booting it up. It's funny, I had a dream last night that I was playing Tekken. And this was an old Tekken. I think it was like Tekken 3. Me and a friend of mine, Jonathan Joestar, we were playing Tekken 3. And we were just playing through the arcade mode, like unlocking characters. Yeah, I think I'm having withdrawals. Because it's been like at least 10 days that I haven't played a video game. Like I haven't even touched one. I've seen them because my YouTube, you know, I'm subscribed to all these video game channels. So I'm constantly seeing video games damn near every day. Like even though I don't click on the videos, I'm still seeing the thumbnails. Street Fighter 6 thumbnails, you know, all that stuff. All right. On to the music. Let's just make something from scratch today. Let's just start a completely new project and see what we can come up with. Now, what should we start with? You want to start with the bass? Here, let's go. Let's find some bass. Damn, what's going on, man? Oh, okay. Here we go. Yeah, we need some samples. That's not bass. Those are just kicks. I'm talking like 808s. Stuff like that. Ooh, I like them snares. Where do we get the bass from, y'all? Damn. Okay, we got SynthKits DLC. I don't need no synths though. I'm here for the bass. That ain't bass. Where's the stuff? I don't see any type of packs or any. Oh, drum kits. Never mind. What's Tarzan Starboy Sounds Volume 5? What's this about? Y'all can't really hear that bass all that well. I like that. Whoa. I guess Woody sounds the best. Oh, I see what we got going on here. We don't like loot points. Hey, why do they all sound the same? What's going on here? Is there a reason for that? Do we need to get rid of the whatchamacallits? Nice. There we go. Whoa. Who starts with the bass? I've never done this before. Well, you know, let's get experimental. Let's do something different, man. I never started off with the bass. Oh, Virtua Fighter 4 Evo? It's like all of my favorite games are coming back to haunt me. You know what I mean? Like I said, I had a dream about Tekken 3 last night. Now I got Virtua Fighter 4 Evo hitting me up. Like, yo, what's up, man? Don't you miss me? Now, what up, Evo? It's funny, when I had that big video game collection, bro, it was so stressful because having all those games looking at you, they're like, oh, play me, play me, play me. And I'm like, man, I can't play you all at once. You can only play one game at a time. It's tough. How can you look at those games and say, I'm sorry, I can't play you? You know what I mean? Give them to somebody that can play them. Because you can't play them all at the same time. So yeah, I done went the minimalist route. You know what I mean? I kind of just want to get rid of all the stuff that I can't use all at the same time. So I don't really need a library of games or movies or books. You know what I mean? Because you can only read one at a time. So you just got this shit just sitting here collecting dust when you could just use that room for something else. You know what I mean? Maybe some art or something, but I mean, even that, it's just going to sit there and collect dust. So I'm like, I don't know. I don't know, bro. Man, Metroid and GameCube, bro. Oh. You know, there was something about having a silver GameCube with that silver controller. Well, they called it platinum. I should call it platinum. Okay. There was something about having that platinum, right? That sounds cooler. That platinum GameCube with that platinum controller playing Metroid Prime. I'll never forget that. Those were good times. You know, sometimes I could read what that says, and then sometimes I can't. I think it does. It say divided? What's up, divided? Yeah, I got a lot of movies too, and you know what, man? I can't get rid of some of these movies because I don't know how the hell I'm ever gonna find them again. They're so rare. They're like those bootleg, what we call hood movies. They're hood movies. Those are the ones I value the most because they're like, I mean, you can't find them in store. They're not gonna put them on Netflix. You know. And they were a part of my childhood, so it's like, I'm trying to start with the bass. I'm gonna start a beat. Just starting with the bass. What a Bullet Beast. Wait, for real? That was funny. So I actually, back in the day when I was a kid, I played a lot of Tekken, and I got a Dreamcast, and I started playing Virtual Fighter 3. And dude, I love the stages. I like the look of a lot of the characters and stuff, but the gameplay was just too bland for me. I hated the gameplay. I thought, why does this game suck so much? Why is there a block button? I didn't understand the mechanics. I didn't really understand how this shit worked. And even though the game came with a manual telling you some of the moves you could do, you perform these moves and it's just so stiff. And I'm like, man, this sucks. This game sucks. But I tell you what, those stages, the music, everything else about the game I completely loved. I thought Virtua Fighter 3 was the shit. It just played like shit, right? And it wasn't until later when I played Virtua Fighter 4 and Virtua Fighter 5 that I was finally able to appreciate Virtua Fighter 3. I just didn't understand how everything was supposed to work out. But, now looking back at it, if I had grew up in the arcades, I might feel a little differently about it because you would have had people to fight against, people that understood the game a little bit better. It wouldn't have been so, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, man. I'm button mashing. I'm thinking I can just play this shit like Tekken and just press some buttons and do some combos. But no, man, there weren't any combos that I could really find unless I'd picked a specific character. If you pick Akira in Virtua Fighter 3, what the fuck are you really about to do? If you don't know anything, you get like that little 2-hit combo that he does. 2 hits, bro. I don't see no juggles. Without knowing any other moves that launch people into the air and making up your own combos, it's really limited, the stuff that you could do. When I pick Sarah, I'm like, oh, okay, I got that combo I could do with her. Or where I would pick Kage and I would be able to do some stuff with him. But yeah, overall, I didn't grow an appreciation for Virtual Fighter until really, I don't even think it was 4. I think it was 5. I think I played a little bit of 5, and then I went back. I played 4, and I was like, man, this is the shit. This is a fighting game right here, And I ended up liking that game actually a lot more than. I will say, that was my favorite 3D fighting game for a hot minute, And then when they put Akira in Dead or Alive, I was like, oh shit, this is crazy, man. It was like, that was awesome. All right. Yeah. Ported by Genki. Yeah. Yeah, that jump was ridiculous, wasn't it? In both of those games, in Tekken and I think it was more crazier in Tekken, but it also was crazy in Virtual Fighter too. It's like, motherfucker, are you really gonna jump this high? Is that necessary, sir? Like, they jumped the height of a skyscraper. What in the? Why are you jumping so fucking high? I don't get it. It makes sense when Kage is jumping high. He's a ninja, so but everybody else, what? I never understood that part. But here, let me see here. I don't know what type of beat this is. Oh man, here we go with that. How is this gonna sound? How do you start with bass? It's got to be possible though. And look, let's put that snap line thing on, so shit isn't all out of the. Oh. Then we just get some type of beat pattern going here. You know what I mean? Some kicks, and then we, I love my my hi hats and all that stuff. One step at a time. Who's Kyle Beat? Kyle Beats kits. Hey, maybe I should find a way to make my own kits. That'd be cool. Oh wow, Kyle has so much. Man, I love these kicks. Oh, this sounds good. Yeah, sorry, Bullet Beast. I can't take any music requests right now. I mean, I'm in the middle of trying to make some music. If I get some time in a little bit, I'll look it up. But right now, I can't. I remember playing Tekken at the arcade when it first dropped. Law still been my favorite OG. Yeah, I wish I was there. When arcades were out, man. That would have been way cooler. I mean, I'm grateful for all the experiences I got, but dang, come on, man. What's up with the arcade? I would have been all up in there. Alright, let's see. What's up with these hats? Oh, Simon, like Belmont. Uh-oh. Simon like Belmont. Nah, we're not going to be using any of that stuff. Ooh, I really love that sound there. That. Yeah, it's funny, man. Shenmue's fighting engine, or whatever you want to call it, it did seem a little more loose. I guess it was based off of Virtua Fighter 3's engine, but I don't know, it just seemed so much more faster paced. And it could be the style of game that Shenmue was, where, you could get away with just pressing XXXXX, and then, Ryo would do like a 5-hit combination, and then you might want to throw a little kick in there. It was more like Dead or Alive. It felt like Dead or Alive to me. Yeah, that was my game, man. Don't even get me started with Shenmue. I mean, we could talk about Shenmue all day. But it was funny. I was having a conversation with a friend, man, and we were on the phone, and we were talking about video games and stuff, and I'm like, damn, you know what I'm thinking? And I'm like, man, I do like video games, but I'm like, I couldn't think of nothing else for us to talk about that we could kind of relate to, because me and my friend Myron, man, we've always talked about video games. We always talked about how we wish we could have grew up in the 80s. We always talked about like movies, and we don't really spend a whole lot of time talking about like real life shit, you know what I mean? But we were kind of getting into that yesterday. We were talking so long, I was like, damn, I forgot I was supposed to be meeting some people from work in the casino. But yeah. I don't know why I just went off on a tangent. Let me get back to this beat, man. Let me get back to work. I'm off task. Yeah, that intro, man. That Tekken 2 intro alone. Yeah, I like that, bro. Yeah, I was born in 93. I don't really know where this is supposed to go yet, so let's just keep ooh, I like that sound. What else we got? Man, I like that sound too. So many sounds. Yeah. Yeah, man. Wait, what? That is not what I wanted. Hey, where you put this at? Wait, shouldn't that be where that is? Batmania, that's what they called it? Oh yeah, you talking about Tekken? Yeah, that shit's so cool. Yeah, I don't know if that really matches, but okay. Yeah. Batman everything, right? The Batman takeover. Man, I'm excited for this Deadpool movie, man. I can't wait till this movie comes out. Okay. Let me see if I remember how to do this. No, I'm sure I do. It ain't rocket science, folks. I just gotta remember where everything is. That's the toughest part. Oh, right in front of me. Okay. So we got ripcord, right? Got that. Flop. I gotta get some more presets for the ripcord because I only really got the one. I gotta get more than that. Just the one, you know, I gotta switch it up. So what we want? Some keys. Well, I feel like I've used that already, though. Want some brass? We don't want no brass, right? Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen the latest Batman. Whoa. Whoa. This might be too much, huh? That didn't sound right, did it? Is that what a polysimp sounds like? How about a pluck? Whoa. like that. Here, let me record it. Oh. Well, you know, I've got that issue where once I record it, it kind of switches its form and fucks up. So let me save what we got so far. That's what we'll name it. How's that? That's all I gotta do. That's all I gotta record. It's just that part, right? So, we're gonna try this out. And we're gonna see. Yeah, that should be enough. That should be enough. They get the message. They get the message. All I gotta do is edit this a little. Oh shit, that's right. This is where it fucks up. So let me save it. Oh. Oh no. God, look at what happened. We had a good rhythm going. Alright, let's try reloading the project and seeing if that helps. I remember the keys that I played. Oh wait, they're still there. Damn. No. That ain't what I wanted, man. That ain't it. Oh, why y'all do this to me, man? Alright, I guess that's it, huh? Guess that's how they gonna do me, huh? How y'all gonna play me like that? How y'all gonna play me like that? Come on, y'all know that ain't what I wanted. Nope. It's like the octave went up, you know? It wasn't there. It was like down here, wasn't it? Whoa, fuck no. 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 Now I gotta try to guess where it was, you know? Come on, man. Why y'all doing this to me? I know it wasn't down there, though. Maybe it was higher. Nope. Hey, that sounded pretty cool. Oh. Uh-oh. It sounded pretty cool, but now, whatever. Okay. Yeah, I saw the Double Dragon trailer. I thought it looked pretty cool. Hold up. I'm trying to figure something out here. What's up, 90s baby? How you living? Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm getting there. Like that. Well, as long as it doesn't switch again. Well. Oh, and I gotta move it back too. Oh, this that line D right here. Where is the mirror? Yeah, we throwing line D all up in here. Cause you know he been looking for line D. He been wondering where is he at. Well, line D just released on SoundCloud. It's like, oh shit, we found line D. That's where he's been at. You know what's funny? I didn't play Shenmue 3, so I don't know if line D appears again. I don't know. Maybe if I do ever decide to pick up a video game again, I would have to start with Shenmue 3. I mean, I owe it to myself, to Yu Suzuki. If I do ever pick up a video game again, that'll be the one. It's gonna be Shenmue 3. That's it. Nah, really, I don't know. Honestly. I don't know if I should name this after a video game character and put the sound effects. I don't know. I don't know if I should do that. maybe we should look at other directions we could take the music in. You know what I mean? I'm gonna figure something out. But now I gotta find some other some other sounds to put in here too. You know, something to complement the synth. But what do I use? Ooh, I like Toxic Biohazard. Yeah, what complements, what is this even? Is this a synth? What do you call this? I think this was called a, oh, this is a pluck. Alright, so what do you use to complement a pluck? I mean, what's the formula? Know what I mean? Yeah, definitely ain't that, huh? And a pad. Isn't this kind of like a pad already? Percussion? That's the stuff we already got. Don't really need any of that. Alright, I'll tell you real quick, man. I'll try to summarize this best I can. The reason I like Shenmue is because it's like, when I was a kid, all we had was, I don't know if it's that we didn't have the second disc of the game. I always thought it was a demo or something. I spent a lot of time playing Shenmue, the first disc, because that's all we had. So, okay. Man, this okay. Sorry, I'm having a difficult time summarizing this. Let me think. Okay, so we had a Sega Dreamcast that my brother bought, and he had Shenmue, but he only had the first disc for some reason. And the first disc, okay, or was it a demo? I don't know if this thing was a demo or if it was the first disc of the game. All I know is when you tried to leave your city, that's when, you know, that's as far as I could go. As soon as you hopped on the bus, I didn't know where Ryo goes next. So for the longest time, that's all I knew was, you know, you're messing around, you're going to the arcade, you know, you're in your city. But as soon as you try to hop on a bus to leave your little city, that's when it ended. So I'm like, you know, I'm thinking in my head as a kid, I'm like, man, where does he go when he gets on the bus? I got to play the rest of this game because I don't know where he goes next. And it was just so, you know, my imagination was running. I'm like, dude, I don't know where Ryo's going to go next. I have no clue. But he's got to find the guy that killed his father. So it was like, you know, I'm really into the story. I'm trying to figure out what's happening next. But in the meantime, I'm just I know that the game is going to end as soon as I get on the bus. So I'm finding stuff to do around the city. You know what I mean? I'm finding out that you can get cassette tapes and you can listen to them, and you can go to the arcade. I'm just finding all these little things that you can do in the game, talking to people in the city, asking questions. There was no other game that was out that was like that I had ever played. I mean, this is way before, LA Noire and all the shit like that. Or even, this is before Fallout even really blew up. This shit was way ahead of its time, bro. You're walking in the city and you just walking up and talking to people like, hey, what's up? You know anything about my father who got killed? Oh, yeah, I don't really have time to talk. I've got to go to work. Ask someone else. Stuff like that. You're like, what? Huh? This is like real life. So, I mean, to me, Shenmue is like real life. I'm like, damn. Why go outside when we got real reality right here? I'm like, and I always wanted to go, to like Japan or China at the time. I was thinking, and I'm like, this is China. To me, I'm thinking I'm in China right now. This is it. This is how people talk in China. They don't even speak Chinese. They speak English just like me. So I'm like, this is, I don't know. It was like another world when I played Shenmue. So I don't know. I loved it. I thought it was awesome. The music too, the vibe that was brought to you with the music and then the nature sounds, and it was too real. And when I went to school, I thought I was Rio. I was talking like Rio and everything. Rio was my idol. When I was a kid, I'm looking up to Rio. I remember my mother bought me a leather jacket, and I felt like I was Rio when I had that leather jacket. I'm getting on the bus, I think I'm Rio. So yeah, I mean, that's basically that's why I'm such a Shenmue fan. It's because when I was a kid, I don't know. I had never seen nothing like that, so that was my shit. Then when I figured out they had a Shenmue 2 and it was on Xbox, it was like, man, yeah. Yeah, the main menu sound, man, everything about Shenmue was just, the presentation was nothing like that. Yeah. Yeah, we love Virtual Fighter around here, man. We love it. Yeah, and I remember thinking at the time, I'm like, why do people watch movies? Why do you guys watch movies? I remember I was talking to my mom and I'm talking to my other family members. I'm like, dude, just stop. I told everybody, I said, just stop watching movies. Stop watching TV shows. Because there's nothing better than video games. And the way I would explain it to them, I would say, just imagine you're watching this movie, right? But you can play the movie. Come on, guys. Y'all got to get on to these video games. And they're like, nah. Because the older folk, you got to understand, the older folk, they thinking about it in television or ColecoVision or whatever the fuck they were playing. Those were not interactive stories that had endings or character development. These motherfuckers was playing Asteroids and Pong and Donkey Kong. Man, they ain't got no damn story. They don't have any, development or really any music that's worth listening to. So I understand the disconnect. But I'm telling these old geezers, I'm like, get with the times, y'all. Do you know what we have out here? Have you seen Shenmue? Shin what? Huh? We don't know Shin. We don't know none of that. So, I mean, I understand the disconnect. But you can't deny that video games are the ultimate form of entertainment. Because, I mean, we got music, you got story, you got different endings. If you got multiple endings you can get in some of these, I mean, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. It's no wonder, I was into video games as much as I was. I mean, look at them. If you ask me, it's the greatest form of entertainment. It's better than a book. It's better than a movie. It's better than, really any TV show, any of that stuff. Because you've got control. And what you do in some of these games determines how the story's going to play out. Come on now. Get with the times, old folk. I don't know. I think that's why they're so addicting to me, because it's like, look at all they got to offer. I mean, the music, the characters, the story. Come on now. Even the gameplay. You might just like the gameplay and say, damn, the gameplay is fun enough to keep me in. But when you have all of those working at the same time, what reason do you have to put the controller down? I'm just going to sit here and play this all day. At least that's how I feel about it. I don't know. Dead Rising 2 off the record. What? Doesn't work on PC? Oh, man. I didn't see Black Mirror. Yeah, I didn't see that. Yeah. No, I didn't see that. But I remember Until Dawn. I picked Until Dawn up when it came out. Thought that was pretty cool, but I mean, I wanted more gameplay. Story's cool, but come on, let's get to this gameplay, man. I want to do some speed runs. I want to run through the game as fast as I can with an overpowered weapon. Skip cutscene, stuff like that. Sometimes that's just what you want to do. I think about that's how I felt about Resident Evil. Every time I played a Resident Evil game, I'm like, all right, let's hurry up and beat the game. Let's learn the story. Okay, pretty cool story. All right, now let's run through the game with the hand cannon and just blow some shit up, man. See how fast we can beat this thing. Yeah, for a minute, man, I used to wake up every day and beat Resident Evil 1. It was Resident Evil 1. I remember I would wake up in the morning because I wasn't paying attention in school. I was supposed to be homeschooled, and I never did the work. So I just wake up, play Resident Evil 1 for like 3 hours, beat the game, go find something else to do, maybe start playing some Mortal Kombat. These were my days that that was a really good year. I mean, that was an amazing year. And then I just used to make PowerPoint. You know what I used to do? I used to make PowerPoint presentations with the Mortal Kombat sprites. With the sprites from Mortal Kombat, I would just make PowerPoint presentations with the stages and the characters, and I would have like little animations where it's like Scorpion throwing a spear and then somebody flying on the other side of the screen, like, putting sound effects in there. I had some fun, man. But I was not doing schoolwork like I was supposed to. And it's funny, I've been getting, what I've been getting into lately? Which is something I never thought I would ever in my life care about. World history. So I'm looking up like history stuff, and I'm like, man, I'm trying to figure out, I'm like, wait a second. I'm looking at the continents that I never paid attention to. I never knew what a continent was. People would talk about continents in school, and I'm like, yeah, I don't get it. I don't care. I didn't get it, and I didn't care to get it. It's a surprise that I got a high school diploma without even knowing what the continents were. Without even knowing that, France and England and all that stuff was in Europe. I didn't know what Europe was. I didn't know what Europeans were. A lot of stuff I didn't know, and I don't know how the fuck I've made it this long without knowing this stuff. Scary. But I'll tell you what I could tell you about. can tell you about Shenmue. You know? So they might have thought I was stupid, but really I was smart. If you ask me about video games, I could tell you anything about a video game. But, you know, you ask me about continents and history stuff, man, who cares about that? Unless we talking about the history of Line D. That's something I'm interested in. You know what I mean? It's kind of crazy if you really think about it. That ain't no way to live. I think you should know about the world that you live in before you go, you know, learning about video game worlds and stuff like that. That's crazy. It's like living in La La Land. It's no wonder I felt so lost. Because it's like, damn. You don't know anything about the country, but you know everything about Mortal Kombat. Huh. Yeah, I don't think my parents knew this. They were just like, man, he loves his video games. If they knew that, they would have been like, okay, no, we've got to get him off the games. We got to get him off the games. He's living in a whole nother world. What the hell? Whoa. Speaking of living in another world, that's Space Helmet. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna do it. That ain't gonna cut it, man. Synthetic? Who this? Uh-oh. Alright, well, let's see here. I don't got a lot of time left. I'm supposed to be meeting a friend downtown. Meeting up at this restaurant. I started off with the bass, and then I just completely forgot about the bass. Well, we know that ain't gonna match. I don't think so, bro. Alright. That's okay for now. Yeah, so I really don't know anything about Australia at all. Like, what's the history of Australia? Let me look for a little bit and see what we got going on out there. Australia. History. History facts. Yeah. Wait, is this their flag? Wait, I thought this was that UK flag. No? What is this? British? British? But aren't the British people in Europe? How did they get to Australia? I don't get this. This doesn't make no sense. Huh? Okay. The first people to live in Australia, the Aboriginal Torres Strait Islander peoples. Been there for over 60,000 years. They spoke around 250 languages, created art such as paintings, carvings, and dot paintings. Invented tools like the boomerang and the spear. Oh yeah? Did they invent it before the Africans? I was under the impression that Africans invented spears. That's not the case? Koala? Captain Hook? Oh, that's Captain Cook, not Captain Hook. Who's Captain Cook? Y'all know Captain Cook? I never heard of this dude. Who the hell is Captain Cook? Aboriginals. Sorry, y'all. I didn't get none of y'all's messages. For some reason, the chat just kind of broke. Oh my god. I don't like Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm gonna tell you right now, that game is just too fast paced for me, man. I can't tell what the fuck is going on. I'm running into spikes. I don't know how people can keep up and play Sonic. I still don't get it. I don't understand, bro. I don't get it. What's up, Water Death? Sorry, I didn't see you. Hey, Markevius, what were you talking about when you said both trash? What you talking about? Yeah, Bullet Beast, I feel the same way, man. You know, living that game life, you know, living in the house, it may have saved us from the streets, you know, because we really could have been getting into some bad business. You know, I was talking to my older brother yesterday. I was like, man, you know, because my older brother, he was telling me, he's like, man, you know, I wish I had taken you outside, man. I took you to the mall. You know, we used to be picking up girls and stuff, man. I should have had you out there with me. I said, well, You know damn well you weren't getting me out of the house. Like, you could not get me to leave my video games. There was no way. I was going and leaving the house to go try to talk to girls. Are you out of your mind? That's crazy talk. That was crazy talk to me. I'm like, dude, no. What? I have no interest in talking to females right now. I'm trying to play Siphon Filter, man. You think I want to go out there and talk to ladies? Come on. Maybe in Shimu we'll do that, but not in real life. That's crazy talk. Yeah. Yeah, good looking out, Waterdale. Oh, it's raining out there, Stolen? Oh, this is a perfect beat? Oh, I'm sorry for turning the beat off, man. My bad about that. Oh, what's cracking, Derek? Yeah, I'm gonna try to switch it up, man. I'm gonna try to get better at this beat making thing, because I never really took making music serious ever. I always just kind of something I would do on the side other than play video games. So this time, I'm not gonna take it super serious. I'm still gonna have fun with it, but I'm actually gonna try to learn and grow as a musician. Something I never really tried to do before. Learn about Aboriginals and get sad. Oh, for real? The Union Jack is that symbol. Huh? British Empire had one of the biggest navy around that time. They got cooties. What? Oh, Psychic Force 2012 arranged, Keith? Okay. We'll turn that on. But I still want to learn about these Australians and, where they came from. And because that place is so far away, man. That place that's like the furthest away from us, I think. It says it's 10,000 miles on the map. It's a 22-hour flight. The ticket is $1,000-something, which I guess ain't that much, considering how far you're traveling. But damn, what do I do when I get out there, I like the look of that bridge. But damn. Yeah, I don't know. All right, let me see what we got here. Psychic Force. What's this? Keith? Oh, you wanted me to check out Keith. I got an uncle named Keith. Actually, I got two uncles named Keith. All right. Then I got a cousin named Little Keith. Yeah, this is some good research music, eh? The first people to live in Australia. Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples have lived there for over 60,000 years. Spoke around 250 languages. Created art such as paintings, carvings, and dot paintings. Alright, man, I'm gonna stop, bro. That's stupid. Australian continent's center contains 3 Archean nuclei. The Pilbara, Yilgarn, and Gawler cratons, which contain some of the oldest rocks on Earth, dating back as far as 4.3 billion years. What? Yeah, I've heard this song somewhere before. I like this song. I'm digging it. Put that in my playlist. Sixth largest country in the world. Okay. Oh, that's right. Sydney. I heard about Sydney before. Sydney, Australia. Okay. What do we got going on here? What's this? Oh, I can't see the image. Is this it? Oh, this the ending? January 26, 1788, a fleet of ships landed at what is now Sydney, Australia. These ships were under the command of Captain Arthur Phillip and had brought a lot of prisoners from England. Prisoners on the ships were not all criminals, as we would think of them today. Many of them were people who had been arrested because the government didn't like what they had to say. What? What? So who was there before then? Okay, I get that the people I get that the people were from England when they came there on ships. Okay, I get that. But who was there before them? Was it just kangaroos? Were these the only things that were there when these British people got there? Or what do you call them? Do you call them English people because they're from England? The English? Oh, here we go. How about this? Australia was founded by Dutchman Willem Janszoon in the early 1600s. Oh, yeah? I guess it's kind of hard to trace history because it was so long ago. But I want to know what was going on in year one over there in Australia. Huh? What was going on over there? Were there cavemen? Does Australia even have caves? So many questions, you know? And I'm looking at it and I'm like, man, what was really going on out there? Yeah. Maybe I'll get back to making PowerPoints. Let's do that with some video game music. The mountain Akuma destroys in the second Impact ending. For real? No way. That's the one? This one right here? Oh, come on. You playing with me, right? Wait, you're Dutch. What does that mean? Hold up. I gotta look up what Dutch means. Oh, Dutch Australia. That's a place? Holy moly. Is this all of Australia? What is this? Memphis, like Tennessee? Alright, I'm a little confused here. I don't know what this is. Oh, this whole thing we're looking at is Dutch Australia, but that looks like all of Australia to me. What do you mean? I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't get what. So this side is Australia. This is New Holland and Napoleon? Huh? Man, I'm getting confused here. I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at. What is Dutch? What is a Dutch? Is that a type of person? Hold up, bro. I'm not joking around, y'all. I really don't know this stuff. What is a Dutch? This is stuff that I normally do by myself. Like, I'm not streaming it. You know, it's a little embarrassing, but when you don't pay attention in school, this is what happens. So, okay. Relating to the Netherlands. Or relating to the people of Germany? Huh? Okay. What is the Netherlands? I've heard of Netherlands before too, but yeah, I don't really get all this stuff. I'm still learning. Oh, this is a country in Europe? All right, that's easy enough to understand because now that I know where Europe is, okay, it's just another part of Europe. There's a lot of stuff in Europe, ain't it? I'm looking like, damn, I see France over there. I see UK and London and all that crap over there. Well, I shouldn't call it crap. When I say crap, I don't mean it in a disrespectful way. I just mean like stuff. Yeah, I do that all the time. I say crap, but I don't mean like, Oh, okay. Yeah, right. But see, what I'm trying to figure out is how, if you look at this map, bro, look at the map. Just look at the world map. And look at how far away that is. You telling me that none of the Asians went to claim this land? Come on. This is ridiculous. Come on now. Because Europe is way up there, right? So you telling me somebody came from Europe all the way over here and said, oh, Australia is mine. We're taking this. What? There's no way because the Asians are right here. You got Japan right there. You got China. Right above that, you got Russia. You telling me none of these guys came over here and said, all right, Australia's mine. Some dude or some group of dudes came all the way from over here. And this is like the 1600s, they say. In the 1600s, some dude came from all the way over here and said, yeah, I'll be taking this. What? No way. Because I would think that some Asians had already claimed it and said, this is ours. We taking this little shit. Because, there's way more people over there. I would even think maybe the Russians, but then again, they're all the way up there, so maybe the Russians is like, whatever. And I don't even know if Russia was around in the 1600s. See, this is why world history is becoming very interesting to me, because I don't know what was around in those times, but I'm hearing these stories and I'm like, wait a second, hold up, how did that play out? Never thought that I would like history. Maybe I'll become a history teacher, but first I gotta learn history before I can teach it. Just imagine me being a teacher in general. That's gonna be pretty cool. If I am to become a teacher. I'll teach y'all everything I know. But right now I really don't know nothing about I got a lot of video game knowledge, I can tell you that. We can talk about Onimusha. We can talk about Samanosuke. What the hell was I doing? I got kind of distracted, bro. What? Oh, you gotta leave? You dipping out of here? All right, you take care of 90s, baby. All right? Hey, thanks for joining us. Yeah. British had colonies in India and most Asian countries. What? For real? Damn. How could it be? I don't see. I don't understand how they would even let these guys they don't know just come on in and hang out. I understand that they were traveling and stuff, but I don't see how they would have the manpower to take over Australia. You know what I'm saying? Did they bring some Chinese people with them and they were like hanging out and kicking it together? I could see that, but I just don't understand how they came all the way from Europe. I was like, yeah, man. So basically, we're just going to be looking around for like land that we can claim and stuff like that. And they're like, okay, all right. I hear you. Well, yeah, I seen a piece of land over here. I don't know if it's really been claimed yet, but I'm thinking we pull up in there and claim it for ourselves. And then, we'll see what we can do with that. So how could they be doing that and also be taking over Africa? Or maybe that was later. But Africa is much, much closer. So I would think that they would take over Africa before trying to take over a piece of land that's so fucking far away. Like, it's ridiculously far away. So I'm thinking either they allied with some of these Asians over here. I don't know. I'm going to look it up. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to get to the bottom of this. I've got a lot of questions. And then what's going on with Antarctica? Why is this just sitting here? Huh? Now, I looked up Antarctica to see what was going on, and it said that the conditions are just too cold to live in, but they've got stations there, research stations placed in Antarctica from all over. There's a lot of different countries that I guess have research stations set up. But I'm like, man, we're far enough in the future. We could probably go ahead and claim this land for ourselves. Right? Who owns Antarctica? Is that owned by somebody? So many questions. Well, you said the Chinese were going around there? Africa, India? Or in the Ming Treasure Voyages? What is that? Some Indiana Jones type shit? The Ming Treasure Voyages. That sounds like something Indiana would do. Hold up. Let me cut that song on and then I gotta get out of here. What was the song you requested? Oh, Secret of Evermore. I played this game for a little bit on a Super Nintendo emulator. Right? Man. I remember loving this game. I never beat it or anything. I played it for a little bit and I was like, man, this game is the shit. Castle of what? Castle of what? Castle of Black. Okay. Uh-oh. Yeah, I like this. Trading. They gave things they didn't have and revived things. Oh, received things not common in Europe and made profits. Spice, porcelain, gold, etc. Okay. I see. Oh, for real? England, Portugal, Spain, Netherlands? That's where all the explorers came from? I don't know. I guess it's different when you look at things from the eye of an explorer. You know what I mean? Without airplanes and internet or any of that stuff, you really don't know what the fuck is going on in the world. So it's like you're walking around and you finding these places and you're like, man, you know what? I think we might just be able to take this place over, man. Make it our own for real. If you see that the people don't have the power to really defend themselves, you might say we can probably overpower them and just take this motherfucker over, man. Build a city. I can see why somebody might think like that. Well, I don't really see myself thinking like that. I can see why somebody might think that. I don't know if I would agree with that way of thinking. You know, these people have a culture already set up. You know, they've already got a system. But their way of life might be uncivilized to you. You might say, nah, this ain't no way to live, man. We gotta show these people how to actually live. But I don't know. That's kind of big-headed. For you to think that your way of life is better than someone else's. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that, man. I gotta think about it some more, but it's just kind of interesting to think about. All right. Well, like I said, I got to meet a friend downtown. We're going to be having a lunch. Thanks for kicking it. Wait, what song is this? Have I heard this song before? Curtis Blackburn. Oh, I'm on the other account. I'm not even on my usual account. Okay. Would you explore space? Yeah, of course. Of course. If given the opportunity, man, yes. Yeah, it did sound, from the title alone, you would think it would be a darker song. And looking at that cover art too, it kind of was like, uh-oh. But yeah, that sounded really cool. Plus, religion converted a lot of people too. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a whole nother thing I want to get into. I want to figure out the history of this religion, understand. Because, in our culture, I'm considered black, right? So, in our culture, we were kind of taught a whole different religion when we were brought to the country. So, the whole reason I ended up actually looking into history is because I wanted to know what our original religion was, when we were in Africa. And I looked at the part of Africa that we were taken from, or at least one of the parts. It's called Sierra Leone. And it says that it doesn't have a religion. So I'm looking like, but that's current. It currently is like it doesn't really have a religion. So it's like, oh, okay. But what about, when the slaves were taken away and brought over here, what religion were they following? So I'm trying to get an understanding of what that was to see, just the origin of it all. Yeah, be like Captain Kirk. Yeah, I don't know what, exploring them alien chicks. Yeah, I don't, I didn't really watch Star Trek, so I don't know what was going on. I didn't see, I know people love, they love the captain, right? Is that the one that they love? Wait, Captain Kirk, is that bald guy? Is that Magneto? I'm sorry, not Magneto. Is that Xavier? Professor Xavier? All right. Sorry, y'all. I got to get out of here. I got to bounce. Oh, what the hell? Am I going to shut down my computer without shutting down OBS? I mean, is that something we can even legally do? And if I do this, is the stream actually going to end? Let's find out. Let's find out if I shut down my computer. Does it keep streaming or does the stream shut down? Let's see.